Hi, everybody. This is Philip Martin, and welcome to On Film, On Video. We're back. We had a little bit of technical problems last week, and we couldn't get this done, so we didn't do it. But we're back, and Happy New Year. And I guess that later this year, I want to make some changes to this whatever this is, this video column, this quasi podcast sort of thing that we've been doing for a couple of years now. I want to get I want to make it more professional. I want to do some, things like call up Piers Marchant and Dan Liebarger and have them on Zoom calls and do all this stuff. But that's going to have to wait because this is the week I start teaching another live quiz class, and I'm going to be teaching it via Zoom. And we're just not going to have time for that. So we maybe later down the line, 2022 might be the year that we actually start doing some of the stuff we've been talking about from the very beginning. But we've been, limited by our lack of ambition, a paucity of spare time, and our technical, lack of technical wherewithal, to be honest. You know what? They held the Golden Globes. And most of you who've paid attention know my feeling about the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. There's nothing wrong with the organization that a good RICO indictment wouldn't cure. I don't put much stock in the Golden Globes. I don't really think the Hollywood Foreign Press Association is a wholesome organization. I have said that for years. I haven't changed my mind, even though they allegedly are doing the work to change. But let's go through what won, because you probably don't know. It's sort of interesting that The Power of the Dog, which is turning up on a lot of top 10 lists, and a lot of critics groups are voting that the best movie of the year, also won the Golden Globe for Best Drama, which it's sort of funny because I would have really thought it would have gone to House of Gucci or something like that. It just doesn't seem to fit with with their MO, because usually they, don't give it to what I'm considering really one of the best motion pictures I've seen this year. I'm not saying it is the best. I don't know what the best is. I don't know what the best means. But, it's a credible choice, and if they chose that, good on them. West Side Story was the best musical or comedy, and again, I don't know how you can really argue with that. I mean, it's sort of like the competition. Who knows? I'm fine. That's fine. Campion picked up Best Director for Power of the Dog. Totally agree with that. Cody Smith-McPhee won Best Supporting Actor for the Western. I'm okay with that. Now, I have to admit, I still have not seen West Side Story because I didn't get a chance to see it in time to vote for all the stuff I voted for. So, therefore, it just went to the back of the line, and I will see it when I see it. Probably when it starts streaming. So, I don't know. I don't have any opinion to offer on Rachel Zellweger winning Best Actress and Adriana DeBose Supporting Actress. I don't know. And Nicole Kidman, being the Ricardos, won Best Actress in a Drama. I didn't particularly care for the movie. I thought her impersonation, which is what it was an impersonation of Lucille Ball, was fair, was pretty good. King Richard, Will Smith, yeah, okay. That's more in line with the Hollywood Foreign Press sort of MO. That's what I would have thought. MO, big star Will Smith. Not that he didn't do a great job in King Richard. I mean, I thought it was fine. I mean, just good, great, good for him. Andrew Garfield and Tick, Tick, Boom. It's a movie. It did not catch my. I won't say I didn't like it, but I just didn't, connect with it the way some people seem to have. And but that's fine too. I mean, it's again, none of these are ridiculous. TV, which I don't know that I watch enough TV to be really qualified to weigh in on this, but I think Succession was one of the most fun things I watched last year. It won Best Drama. Hacks won Best Comedy, Best Musical or Comedy, Best Comedy. And I think that Hacks was really, really great. Succession star Jeremy Strong, he won Best Actor. I would have picked someone else from that show, maybe. But, that's fine, too. Sarah Snook was Best Supporting Actress. She's also there. Jean Smart, yeah, definitely for Hacks. I haven't seen Pose, and Michaela J. Rodriguez won for Best Actress in a Drama for Pose. I have seen a little bit of Ted Lasso, and I think Jason Sudeikis is doing a great job in that show. Again, there's so much to choose from. I'm not sure that, I didn't sit down and write down a list, so I don't have my choices. Not sure it would have been my choice, but I'm fine with it. So there. We've done. Let's just sort of dispense with the Golden Globes. They're over. No one cared about them this year. I think that's the proper amount of attention to pay to them. I also don't really put much stock in the Oscars, but at least I understand that I understand why people pay attention to the Oscars and why it's sort of like the Super Bowl for some of my friends. I mean, I get that. I mean, it's fun to watch the Oscars. It's usually fun to watch the Golden Globes too, but you couldn't watch it this year because of a number of reasons. They were going to live stream it, and then was it NBC who holds the see, I don't have a producer whispering in my ear to tell me if I'm right or wrong. I think it's NBC that shut them down. Said, no, you can't live stream it because we own the television rights, and we probably will bring this back in a year or two, and da-da-da-da. So you just had to go out with a press release, same as the Southeastern Film Critics Association. We need to get our own TV show, I think. Now, what else am I going to talk about? Well, we can talk about the nominations for the Screen Actors Guild Award, which is a more serious sort of organization, I think, than the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Nobody pays too much attention to it, I don't think, outside of those folks who like to project Oscars, who are my Oscar pickers pay attention to this stuff. So, this it's voted on by, the Screen Actors Guild members, so it's the actors who are actually choosing these. They have their own award ceremony. It's in February, late February, February 27th, I think, this year, and it's going to be on TNT, TBS, and I don't know who's going to host it. I don't think anybody's going to. I don't think they've announced a host yet. Okay, let's go through the Screen Actors Guild stuff. Outstanding performance by a cast in a motion picture. Belfast, yes, definitely think that's Coda, CODA. Don't Look Up. Very, very, very star-studded cast. I mean, lots of big names in that cast. I don't know that it was the best ensemble. In fact, I would have put French Dispatch in there ahead of that. House of Gucci. That's another interesting choice. I don't know. It seems to me like some of the performances, Jared Leto, Lady Gaga, were tuned a little higher than to a different key than some of the other performances in that. King Richard, which I would agree with. I think that all those little kids, the girls in King Richard, boy, they look good playing tennis. And that's really something that you don't see very often. You do not see people doing athletic things in the movies and doing them well. But they were pretty convincing to me. I'm surprised more people haven't remarked upon that. Okay. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a leading role. Javier Bardem as Desi Arnaz and Bean the Ricardos. Benedict Cumberbatch in Power of the Dog, which I think is probably the frontrunner for both this and for the eventual Oscar. Andrew Garfield, Tick, Tick, Boom. Okay. Again, don't get it. Okay. Will Smith, King Richard. Yes, do get it. Don't think it's necessarily a better performance than a lot of performances this year, but it was Denzel Washington, Tragedy of Macbeth, which is interesting because the way that film works, I'm not sure that there's a lot of star power and there's a lot of great acting and a lot of great actors in that film, but I think that the way Joel Cohen kind of pared that thing down and made the language sort of he's trying to make it easier to comprehend, and therefore it's spoken in a more conversational tone. The lines are delivered differently than most people deliver lines in Shakespeare, and I don't know that that's the best thing. I don't know that that is tremendously successful. I like the movie. You can watch it on Apple TV today. We should have probably had a review today. We'll have a review next week of it. I mean, we didn't get it in a theater here, so okay, we'll just put it back burner and we'll run the review next week. And I don't know what my reviewer is going to say. I know that Dan Liebarger, whose top 10 runs this week, picked it as the best movie of the year. I would not have made my top 20. But I like it, and I like the idea. I like the play. I like the idea. I like Cohen doing this. I'm just not so sure it's the most successful way of doing it. Okay, where was I? I don't know. Tragedy of Macbeth. I mean, okay. Now we're down to an outstanding performance by a female actor in a leading role. Jessica Chastain, Eyes of Tammy Faye. Yes, on a par with the Nicole Kidman performance in Being the Ricardos. I do think it's, sort of like one of those impersonation things, and, I think they're very good, but I'm not sure that that's the epitome of, I'm not sure I would reward those roles myself. I'm glad I don't have to choose this. Olivia Colman, The Lost Daughter, I think she's just magnificent in everything she does. If we're going to talk about another project of hers that's sort of flown under the radar after I get through with this. Lady Gaga, House of Gucci, again, I don't get that. Jennifer Hudson, another respectful impersonation in Respect. Nicole Kidman, yeah. Okay, so my choice is obviously Olivia Colman, but what do I know? Male actor in supporting role. Ben Affleck, The Tinder Bar. Okay. Bradley Cooper, Licorice Pizza. He's only in it for a few minutes. He's very funny. Troy Kotsur of Coda. Jared Leto, House of Gucci. Again, that's one of those performances I really didn't take to. Cody Smith-McPhee, Power of the Dog. All right. Yeah, I mean, it's a good performance. The further you get away from the film and the more you think about the film, the more I think impressed you might be by the kid's performance in that. I really think so. Catriona Balfe in Belfast, Best Female Actor in Supporting Role. Yes, I think I named her on my ballot. Cate Blanchett, Nightmare Alley. Adriana DeBose, West Side Story. Again, haven't seen it. Sorry. Kirsten Dunst, Power of the Dog. Yes, I agree with that. Ruth Negga in Passing. In Passing was a movie that I'm sure I just didn't get. I mean, I just thought it was stilted. I thought it was stagey. I understood that they were using the text from the period, and it was based on this novel, and I just did not connect with the movie, and I'm very sorry. I just, some movies you don't get. That's fine. Okay, now we're going to drama series, TV series. Outstanding performance by a cast in a drama series. Handmaid's Tale. Morning Show. Morning Show, it was one of my... I got onto that late, and I really like that show. I really think it's very smart, and I can't wait for season 3. So, I've caught up now. That was Squid Game, didn't watch. Squid Game, don't know. Succession, yes, loved. Yellowstone, watched a little, okay. Male actor in a drama series. Here's where I would have gone. I would have gone Brian Cox, Succession, over Jeremy Strong, though Jeremy Strong is his co-nominee here. So again, the Golden Globes wasn't that far off of what, if you want to call this mainstream opinion is. I mean, the conventional wisdom or whatever, what the actors thought and what the Hollywood Foreign Press Association thought was not that different. So, okay. Kieran Culkin's Succession. I mean, Succession is just, got 3 of the 5 here. Billy Crudup, morning show. Yeah, he's very good in that. And Lee Jung-jae from Squid Game, which I have not watched and probably won't. I'm sorry. Okay. Female actor in a drama series. Jennifer Aniston, The Morning Show. Yes. Jung Ho Young, Squid Game. I don't know. Elizabeth Moss, Handmaid's Tale, of course. Sarah Snook, Succession. Yes, I think that's a... And Reese Witherspoon, The Morning Show. Yeah, I'm glad to see that. I like The Morning Show a lot. I like Succession a lot. So I root for them. I don't know about these others. I mean, I haven't watched The Handmaid's Tale in a while, so... Love this, too. Outstanding performance by cast in a comedy series. The Great. I'm not saying it's my favorite comedy series, but boy, it's got a great cast. Nicholas Hoult is just wonderful in that. Hacks, yeah. I mean, Hacks is... Kaminsky Method is another one I haven't really watched. Only Murders in the Building is one that I didn't get through. I watched like 11 of the 13 episodes or however many there were. I watched like 7/8 of the show. Never did really, connect with it. Didn't really, get into it that much. But again, that's me. Ted Lasso. Everybody loves Ted Lasso, and the whole cast. Let's give it to them. Outstanding performance by a male actor in a comedy series. Michael Douglas, Kaminsky Method. Who knows? Brett Goldstein, Ted Lasso. Steve Martin, Only Murders in the Building. Martin Short, Only Murders in the Building. I mean, they're playing characters they've played 1,000 times before, and not their best characters. I mean, not the Jason Sudeikis. I mean, Martin Short's much better in The Morning Show than he is in Only Murders in the Building, I think. Though I have heard from people who disagree. Okay. Female actor in a comedy series. Elle Fanning, The Great. Sandra Oh in The Chair. Yes, I remember The Chair. Jean Smart in Hacks. Yes, I think Jean Smart's going to wrap this up. Juno Temple in Ted Lasso. And Hannah Waddingham in Ted Lasso. I think Waddingham may be the favorite, but I'm not... I can't handicap this. I don't know what the over-under is. Check Vegas. What's the money line? Outstanding performance by male actor in a television movie or miniseries. Murray Bartlett, who played the hotel manager in The White Lotus. Wonderful performance. Oscar Isaac in Scenes from a Marriage. Beautiful performance. Beautifully calibrated performance. I question, and I wrote about this, I question about whether the miniseries had a real reason to exist, given that the original is still around and you can see it, and it's not hard to find, but it's Michael Keaton in Dopesick. Yeah, I liked Dopesick up until I didn't, and I just got kind of burned out on the bad news of it. I mean, it's because it's really well done. It's really well done, and I think that it's an important series. But I know that story. I've read the nonfiction book, and I've seen other things. Ian McGregor and Halston. That was a really good performance. And I'm not real high on those Ryan Murphy series, but that was one of my favorite ones of last year. Evan Peters in Mare of Easttown. Yes, he exited unexpectedly in that show, and didn't see that coming. Outstanding performance by a female actor in a television, movie, or miniseries. Jennifer Coolidge, White Lotus. Genius Aretha, Cynthia Erivo, I didn't see that. Margaret Qualley and Maid, I did see a little bit of that. Didn't like it. Jean Smart, Mare of Easttown, there she is again. And she's really good. Kate Winslet, Mare of Easttown, very good. Okay. Outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble in a motion picture. I mean, this is why you like this. This is a great category. I hadn't even thought about this. Black Widow, Dune, The Matrix Resurrections, No Time to Die, Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings. I pick a favorite there. That's a cool category. Outstanding action performance by a stunt ensemble. Have they always been doing this? I've never heard of stunt ensemble before. This is a great category. Cobra Kai, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier, Loki, Mare of Easttown, and Squid Game. Of those, I have only seen Mare of Easttown. So there. That's how far behind I am on everything. Anyway, it's a new year, and we're still going over, like what happened last year because it's January and it's a slow movie time. February may be even slower, though I expect that some of the foreign and independent films that played elsewhere last year are going to show up here. But I don't know anymore. It's like the cycle between, theatrical release and the time a movie appears on a streaming service is getting shorter and shorter. For instance, Come On, we never even reviewed that. You can stream that now. One of the big movies of last year, apparently. I mean, I liked it. It was good. Joaquin Phoenix is really good at it. You can't tell. It's not mentioned in the Screen Actors Guild thing, so that's pretty interesting. But it was touted as a, potential Oscar film. The one thing I want to tell you about, if you haven't seen it, don't know about it, there's an HBO miniseries called Landscapers, which has Olivia Colman and David Thewlis, and what they do, they play, it's a true crime story. I think it's 4 episodes, and it's about this couple who are really into movie memorabilia and really into their fantasy lives, and they're accused of murdering and burying in the garden of their house her parents. And they got away with this for 15 years. And they went on the lam, to France. And they finally, were tripped up when he sent a letter begging for money to his stepmother, David Thewlis' character, whose name is, I believe, Chris. I think it's Chris. Is it Chris? I can't remember now. But he sent a letter begging for money in which he basically confessed. And this set off this chain of events. And the miniseries dramatizes, and I mean in a big way, in a really interesting way, dramatizes the trial and just the relationship between these two characters. And Thewlis has always been one of my favorite actors, and Olivia Colman's amazing in it. And it's just something you should see. It's just very good. Landscapers, it's on HBO. I haven't heard hardly anything about it. Didn't see any promos for it, and I'm a faithful HBO watcher. Didn't see anything in, like before John, what's his name? This week tonight, or whatever it's called. But anyway, that's my rundown of the Golden Globes and of the Screen Actors Guild and my little tip for what to watch. So, and I'm here in 23 minutes, and we went right through it, and we're done, and we'll see you next week. Take care, guys.